always has to be some kind of tech issue. This feels awkward so far back. I need to see it. Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hello there, feral kitty. Hola. Hola, as they would say in Drag Race España. Hola, mariposas. ¿Cómo están? Hola, buenas tardes. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the late brunch today, but you can blame the fresh baked scones, which was this week's new recipe. And it took me a little bit longer than the recipe said it would. And then, of course, I had to make the bacon and like put together a little yogurt and whatnot and whatnot. But oh my gosh, fresh baked scones. In world? What world are we in? So you're gonna get to watch me do the first bite. I did taste a little bit of like I had to cut some of the edges off of the ones that like bled a little bit so that they'd be nice and cute. And most of them are iced. Most of them I put like the lemon icing with the poppy seed sprinkle on top. But question for you, Feral Kitty. So I'm gonna give some of these away because I can't eat all of these by myself. I'm gonna drop some off at the little office, the property management office, mostly for the people that like do the building work and to like sweeten up the ass hats that work there sometimes. But I was thinking of giving them some with icing and some without, like some dry, but I don't know. Should I just ice the rest? Because I was in a hurry. Oh, my sifter was not sifting. It was just a moment this morning making this. But thank you for coming back to Miss Mimi Cherry's YouTube channel for a Sunday brunch and mukbang and Kiki. Well, you know, one hand bakes the other, right? Thank you. I cobbled it together myself, but I'm actually there's gonna be a new intro in the next couple of months coming from the yeah. I've been commissioning a few different artists just to kind of see what they came up with, and one of them I really liked what she did, so she's gonna do kind of like a flashy little intro. Right? A few with no icing, right? Because not everybody wants it so sweet. The scones themselves still have everything. Well, except for the milk, like the icing has milk in it. Okay, so what am I gonna? I kind of this bacon smells so good. I have to take a bite of bacon because bacon, and I like my bacon well done. I do not want floppy doppy, greasy, easy bleh, bacon. I want it crispy, but not too crispy. You don't want it to like disintegrate in your mouth. So this is perfect. It's like crispy bacon, but it still has a little give to it. So, watching Drag Race España. Don't give any spoilers. That's on my agenda for later on today. Once I finish with Brunch and Kiki, Mukbang and Kiki, I'm going to take Miss Hane for a walk, go drop off some scones to the neighbors and to the property management company. And then I'm going to watch Drag Race España. I usually save it for Mondays, but I've been doing such deep dive notes to prepare. And then I go do research. I mean, Drag Race España is already long, but like I get into it. I swear. I think it's the only way I could go back to college and finish college is if I somehow could get a degree in like drag or something. Maybe in the arts. Like maybe that's my way to go back to college. It's like some kind of art degree. And like if I want to get a master's in it, like my thesis is in like the art of drag because like it's so freaking amazing. So I'm going to take the time later on today so I don't have to rush through it tomorrow morning. Watch Drag Race España, do all the research. Right? Crispy is the only way to have bacon. Well, I shouldn't say you're an animal. You're a heathen if you have it any other way. Feral Kitty, I understand. I understand your pain. So I've been working little by little. Again, I'm trying to get really comfortable in the kitchen. First of all, for myself. But it would be nice in my next relationship to be able to like blow their mind with like my prowess in the kitchen. So my current approach to making bacon like this. I take a non-stick pan, put it on medium heat, and I put the bacon down, pan cold, bacon cold, medium heat. And then I have like a metal, like a sauce pot pan, but they make bacon presses too. Like there's like a bacon press because you want to weigh it down and you like that. And the thing about having the other metal side is that you're conducing heat closely to the bacon and like on all sides, right? Both sides a little bit. Then I set my watch for 3 minutes. And every 3 minutes, I turn the bacon, lid back on, reset for 3 minutes. 3 minutes go off, lid off, turn the bacon, another 3 minutes. And that happens, I think it's like 4 times I've got it down to. And then the 5th time, they're pretty much done. So then you turn it off and they might need to sit in the pan for like another minute or so, depending on what they look like. And then they come out and you get like a nice even cook. Yeah, the pressing is key. Like that's one of those diner things to make it cook fast and even. You press it and it's been like level unlocked, like super Zelda level unlocked. You just got my secret to bacon. Some people do it in the oven, but I feel like apartment cooking, right? I don't have like the most nicest oven, so like my oven can be a little spotty. Baked goods, you know, you can kind of like adjust accordingly, but something like bacon that can easily go again from limp to disintegration so easily, the oven has never been my friend. But this press method in 3 minutes, that's part of the thing. 3 minutes each side, 3 minutes, and you want to turn it. It's freaking perfect. Oh my god. I wish I could take the camera with me outside. The cutest thing. So it happened last year. Actually, last year I rescued abandoned chicks. Today I saw the whole family. So there's like ducks that come and hang out at our pool. And this is the season that like obviously the little egglings, the eggs have hatched into little ducklings. So there's a mama duck and I think is the dad duck, but definitely a mama duck. And she's got to have like 8 or 10 little ducklings. I recorded it on my Instagram and I've been watching them all morning. It's the other reason why it took me a little bit longer to get ready because I was distracted with the ducks. They're so cute. And I remember I was so heartbroken last year because I rescued 4 little ducks that were abandoned. Their mom was nowhere in sight, but they couldn't live by the pool. And I live close to the beach. So I remember I had some kids help me scoop them up. I put them in a box. I gave them some water. I called like ASPCAs, but nobody wants to deal with birds because it's like a very specific kind of animal and they carry all kinds of stuff. So a lot of people enlist are like specifically like bird rescue people. They don't want to deal with birds. And I didn't want them to get used to me. So I was crying like a baby. I walked out to the beach area and then I just opened it up and I kind of pushed them out and then like saw them run away and thankfully they ran away. But like, again, they're little baby ducklings. Like I'm sure that their chances of survival were nil to none, but at least over there they had more of a chance than here by the pool by themselves. Maybe like their mom would find them if they were over there by the beach, hopefully. But yeah, so I noticed that one of the neighbors had put little planks in the pool so that they could walk out. And then 2 of them fell into the hot tub, which thankfully wasn't like on, but it's just like kind of calmly going around and I could hear them crying. And so I went out there to try to help them. But by the time I went out there, he told me it was the same neighbor that had put the planks in the pool. He was already out there making little planks for them so that they could get out of the hot tub. It was so cute. Hi. Nice. I'll have to buy some bacon. Yes, get you some bacon. Do my bacon method. Let me know how you're doing. I know, they're so freaking cute. They're little babies. So earlier, the mama duck was like standing. They had been swimming, right? And so they came out and the mom duck was like standing on one leg, creating a shadow, and all the little babies were just piled under her next to each other, keeping each other warm. And you could see like one of them would like plop out and then like they fight their way back in, and they're just all perfectly under the mama bird. It's just so cute. Once I'm done, I'll go back out there and see if I can get more pictures of them before they grow up and fly away. But the superstar of today's Mukbang and Kiki is the freshly baked lemon poppy seed scone that I literally baked this morning. Trying to make sure that the light doesn't. There we go. There we go. Okay. First bite of the scone. There we go. Oh my God, I'm so excited. 52 weeks of new things. This week's new recipe. Mm. 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 Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so freaking good. Pat on the back, pat on the back. Oh my gosh. So like most of the new recipes I've tried are pretty good. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess up something like a nice sweet lemony scone. It's so good. It's so lemony. But not all the recipes are like, oh my God, super keepers. This is amazing. This is gonna go in the super keep list. Yeah, my mind is blown. This is so good. So freaking good. So freaking good. So freaking good. Love puppy. I know they're the best. Oh my God, that's good. But it's very sweet. So yes, you're right, Farrell. I'm gonna leave the ones that are rest without any icing on them. I'm gonna leave them without icing because they're good on their own too. Like the little scraps that I tried, because I had to try at least a little bit. But oh, so freaking good. So during our last Mukbang and Kiki, I teased a story time. And I feel like this is a perfect time for story time because none of this is going to go cold. I can sit here for a second. So, Farrell, Nidra, everybody else watching after, as you know, some of you know, might have noticed, I'm definitely ramping up my content creating, trying to step up, my merch situation, which by the way, back here's some of the new merch. You can get pillows and hoodies and cups. Oh yeah, I should put that right here. You can get all these kinds of goodies through my link tree, but I've been wanting to update the branding. I've had this for a long time. I love this branding, but I just love illustrations and merch, and like branding mood boards have like transitioned, right? 2022 is not 2018, 2019, right? And so I really love this like cutesy, I guess it's chibi aesthetic. It's like anime, but like the really short, cute ones. And so I've been using that kind of like as a mood board. Long story short of a long story, part one, it was like 3 weeks ago that I posted on Twitter a mood board and said, looking for artists, because the ones that I've worked for before, it's not their style, right? You got to know your artist. You got to know your artist style. So I got a lot of responses, and the first few, like a lot of people responded. The first one was great. Commissioned her immediately. Pricing was decent. Looked at her timeline. Everything was really nice. The examples, and you could see retweets from other people saying, "Oh, thank you for the work." Blah blah blah. More people commented. I looked through their profiles. Their style wasn't really my thing, or it just wasn't really hitting. Another person pinged that, like, again, their timeline looked really good and their style spoke to me, so commissioned them. The price point was good. And then again, I'm getting more pings. And a lot of them are like, check your DMs, check your DMs, check your DMs. So I get a DM from what seems to be like a young Black female artist. And she sent me 4 different files, very different styles, to the point that I was like, oh my God, like, you're very freaking talented. And I didn't go to their profile, I just stayed in the DMs. And so then I was like, oh my God, you're so talented. Like, I think actually, like, I have a couple of different visions in mind. I think I might want to commission you for 2 of them because you're so talented. Here's kind of like mood board 1. Here's mood board 2. I want you to do whatever you want with it. Just let me know. Boom, boom, boom. What are your rates? And again, I've been given a lot of rates from a lot of designers. And some of them are like way out of my league right now. And I hope to work with them someday. But like, I got to work with my budget, right? So they give me a price point, and I was like, well, it's a little bit on the high end for my budget, but it's still within budget. So I'm like, cool, here's a deposit. So then I go back online onto the Twitter. I mute the thread because at this point I'm like, cool, I have enough people. I go back to my DMs, and then something in me decides to go hit the profile because I had not checked that profile. Everybody else, I went to their profile, saw that they had retweets, blah, 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 da, da, da. I go to this person's profile, I click the little profile picture, and Twitter all of a sudden says, boom, 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 dun, 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 alert, this account is flagged for suspicious activity. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh God. And like my stomach sank. So I go back to the DMs and I'm like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but your account on here is flagged. I just went to click on your profile and it's flagged. Sad face. And so then I get another DM from a different account profile. And this one is a business account. It's like a graphic design, website building business. But this account name matches the account name on the PayPal. So I'm like, oh, okay, this feels funny. Like, this is starting to feel funny. And so that account is like, oh, hey, love, it's so-and-so. And they use like the girl's name. And I'm like, hey, this doesn't feel right. I'm filing a case with PayPal. And I say it right away. And they're like, no, this is fine. And so then at this time, I reverse image search all the pictures. And one of them hits. And it's the cover of a book. And the illustration is credited to an artist who does not match either of these names. And I said, you're a scammer. I just did an image reverse search. You don't own this image. And then I put the picture and I said, I'm filing a claim with PayPal. And so I filed the claim with PayPal. And they're still in my Twitter DMs like, no, just give us till tomorrow. And then suddenly it's like, what's your problem? Like, can we just deal with this tomorrow? And again, I could just keep saying, no, I want an immediate refund. You have not done any work for me. I am not interested in your services. Please issue an immediate refund. And so, yeah, I know, me too. Yes, I'm telling you, this is like, it was a ride. It was a wild ride for a few hours. So in the Twitter DMs, they keep insisting, hold on, I'm logging into PayPal to give you the refund. Then they send me a screenshot of the claim. And they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I can't refund you because the claim, it does not letting you do a refund. I'm like, well, if you contact PayPal, I'm sure that they can let you do the refund right away. So then that same person goes to the PayPal account, and in the PayPal account responds to me in that for the claim, oh, we will give you your files tomorrow. We'll give you your files within 2 days. Like, very different tone to what was in the Twitter DMs, who in the Twitter DMs, they had already agreed to refund me. They kept begging me to still do the art for free, which again was even more of a flag. They kept begging me to wait 2 days because what I thought they were trying to do, I was convinced, was give me enough of something that they could then claim with PayPal that they did enough work to keep the deposit, right? Which is why I kept saying, you've done no work for me, you've done no work for me, you've done no work for me. I'm no longer interested in your services. I'm no longer interested in your services. So the PayPal DMs, they're getting like all angry and like, oh, making it seem like I'm crazy for filing this claim. So I have these 2 windows open. One of them, they're begging me to do the job for free and that they're going to refund me. The other one, they're like, oh, we had no idea you had a problem until you filed a claim. So I had to start taking and then I was like, oh, by the way, I work for lawyers. Happy to tap them, but let me get my lawyer brain on, right? So I started taking screenshots from the Twitter DMs, posting them into the PayPal thread because I knew that this claim thread was the data that would be used for PayPal if I have to fight the charge. So I start time stamping. At this time today, you agreed to give me a refund. They're still responding and now they're in PayPal responding to me. Give us 2 days to give you the art files. Fine, we'll give you the art files tomorrow. And I keep saying, no, I no longer want your services. No, you already agreed to a refund. No, I no longer want your services. Like over and over again. This went on for like 3-4 hours. Finally, in PayPal, I just started typing, to whom I may concern at PayPal. As you can see, I have requested numerous times a full refund. As you can see, this vendor is trying to muscle me into a transaction so that they cannot give me my money back. They respond again, we'll just give you your all files tomorrow. For the last time I said, to whom it may concern at PayPal. As you can see, I have requested multiple times. Bling! Full refund. As soon as I started saying, dear PayPal, as you can see. So long story short, I almost got scammed. I found out that these art threads on Twitter, just like every corner of the internet, is full of scammers. If there's anything that's exchanging money for goods. Thankfully, I figured it out on time and got my money back. But woo, I will not just be giving money to anybody else ever again based on some DM exchanges, because that was very stupid of me. They almost caught me slipping. But not I, said the pussycat. Not I, said the pussycat. Not me. Not today, Satan. So that was my scammer story time. Oh my gosh. Feral Kitty, what do you think about Drag Race España so far? Feels like a really good season. Which is another thing. I probably will only do PayPal for exchanges of goods versus like a Cash App or a Venmo, because there's no recourse then. At least PayPal gives you protection, because it's insane. Oh, hi Miriam. Just finished Drag Race España. No spoilers. You can tell me if you liked it. No spoilers, because I'm going to watch it as soon as I'm done here so that I can prep my notes for tomorrow's Drag Race España review. But yes, reverse image search is the first thing I do when commissioning work. Yes, and you know what, Feral? They almost squeaked by there, because 3 of the 4 images that they sent me, 3 out of 4, 3 didn't hit. Nothing was coming up in the reverse image search, but that one image that came up as the book. Oh, and then, oh my God, I forgot this part. So when a flashback to in the Twitter exchanges, right? When I'm telling them that this is not their art, they start telling me, babe, you don't know how the art world is. Different artists work for a studio and the studio takes credit, babe. You don't know what it's like, babe. And I was like, no, the art is credited to so-and-so. It is unethical for you to be taking credit for art that is credited to somebody else. You don't know how this works, babe. You don't know how this works. Okay, hush. It's enough. You don't know how it works, babe. You don't know how it works, babe. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not an idiot. And all this babe stuff. Okay, thank you. I'm about halfway through the one way, right? Right? Yes. And it was babe this and babe that, which, mind you, when I thought it was a Black female, I had no problem with them calling me babe. Once I realized that who knows who's on the other side, but it's definitely not that girl in the first profile. Stop calling me babe. You're not making me feel any better, or I'm not gonna open up my pockets that much faster. But and then in the PayPal chat, they start saying, that account that's flagged was hacked by that's one of our employees' accounts that was hacked, and it was one of your employees that promised a refund, but we'll just get you the art files tomorrow. Contradicting themselves from one account to the other. And I know it was the same person that was talking to me. I know that for sure, because they're running a pretty, loose but tight scam. It was crazy. Crazy. Never again. Never again. But I learned a lot. Not only did I learn PayPal is best for these kinds of transactions, not only did I learn to not commission work off of some DMs, there's art. There's just like there's a Patreon, just like there's a OnlyFans. There's a website similar to that to artists that offer commissions, and you book them accordingly for a commission. Ko-Fi. So now I also know about Ko-Fi. So now when I look at artist profiles, I look for the ones that have some kind of independent, like actually structured platform set up for requesting commissions versus the DMs. I am not commissioning work out of the DMs ever again. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But they almost got me. They almost got me, girl. They almost got me, girl. They almost got me, girl. Okay. Scone. Normally wouldn't eat it with a fork, but the icing is so messy. I have to today. Second bite of my freshly baked lemon poppy seed scones that I made today as this week's new recipe of 52 weeks of new things. I should have made them smaller. They're really good. The recipe was like for mini scones, but these were no minis. I guess I could have cut them smaller, but that's why I'm learning. First time for everything. Yes. I used the Drummond recipe. It's really good. Highly recommend it. There's also a trick to watch for when checking images. Oh, flip the image backwards. Look at you teaching me something extra new, Feral Kitty. See? And I can see how people... See? You just made this little auntie better at the internet. I also have some vanilla yogurt with some raspberries, because if you've been here before, you'll notice a trend. Raspberries, very popular in this casita. What else is happening? Got the confirmation that we got the press pass this week for DragCon, which is very exciting. So when I met Maddie, it was at LA DragCon. He didn't have a press pass then. He was just there as like a, paid guest. And I had my press pass. That was my second time I had the press pass. Then DragCon New York, I had gotten press passes for myself. I was able to get him added, but I had to cancel going to New York. I can't remember what I had going on, but I just couldn't go to New York. So he went to New York DragCon with a press pass, but without me. Now this time, we're both going to be at LA DragCon. We both have our press passes together. We figured out our strategy to work, the best together. It's going to be so, so freaking exciting. I'm going to Mo Hart's party. Mo Hart has a party on Friday night, a disco themed party. So Friday, I get there Friday, which is next Friday. You'll see me before then, but I just love talking about it. So next Friday, I'll drop off Little Miss Princess here. Little Miss Princess. This one. She goes to the doggy hotel for the first time, which is going to be very exciting. Very exciting. Drew. So she gets also a vacation, which is very exciting. Then I'm going to run back home, grab all my stuff, and head to the airport. Then I will fly from Oakland Airport to LAX, which is interesting. I usually fly into Burbank because I usually stay in WeHo, but this time I'm staying in very much the heart of downtown. So LAX is the destination. Then I will Uber to my hotel. I'll get all checked in, drop everything off, coordinate with Maddie, head over to the LA Convention Center with him to show him where our press entrance is, because it's a separate entrance than the main entrance. We'll go pick up our press passes, go introduce ourselves to the girls that are working this time, because I always like to introduce myself to the PR girls, or reintroduce myself because sometimes I've seen them before. Then Friday, it's usually VIP and press, and the vendors and whatnot are setting up. So like the queens, their booths are being set up. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. The other vendors, because there's just a lot of vendors besides the queens, they're setting up, and there's usually some kind of VIP event, like some kind of performance or something like that. So me and Maddie will walk around on Friday, get our bearings, get like the lay of the land, kind of do some intro coordinating for the next day of the people that we're going to interview, probably record some B-roll and do some fun things running around the LA Convention Center, which will be Friday. So many things. That list is short because I keep it to the ones that I know are going to give me a hug and are going to give me a good time. Willem is always my number one. I love Willem. I've been seeing Willem at meet and greets beyond DragCon for years. I've gone to so many Willem shows. Willem loves me. Like, the love is love. Same with Bible Girl. I love me some Bible Girl. So I go to their booths literally every day. Like, I stop at their booth Friday. I stop at their booth Saturday. I stop at their booth Sunday. And Miss Bible Girl is hosting us on Sunday. So that's going to be really, really exciting. So yeah, so that's Friday. So then I'll probably have dinner or something Friday, go to the party, go home, try not to be out too late, so I can get some rest. And Saturday will be a really big day. So Saturday is like where everybody's there, and it's like a full day. And so I'll be walking around with Maddie as his camera person, helping him not document, but do the interviews, because we're not documenting. It's not documentary style. We're not allowed to do documentary style. PR people, we know. We will be doing quick speed round style interviews with the queens and whatnot. And then I know that Maddie wants to visit more panels this time around, so he'll be doing the panel thing. I always like to walk around, also just take pictures of people, because so many people put so much effort into their looks. And me, I'm walking around with so much equipment. I don't put that much effort into my look because I need to be comfortable. But I like to walk around and take pictures of people. And then Saturday will just, be a long packed day. So I'm not going to go to any of the Saturday parties. But I know that that's when Black Girl Magic is, and like a ton of other parties. Like, there's a whole like side industry, the cottage industry surrounding DragCon invading, LA. So Saturday, more than likely, I will do a hotel mukbang and Kiki. So I'll probably go live with you guys Saturday night and give you some of the tea, fresh off the ground, even before any of the edited content goes out. So that'll be fun. So I'll do a little mukbang and Kiki Saturday night, and then get my beauty rest. And then Sunday, we'll do more walking around, more interviews. Anybody that we didn't get Saturday, try to get them Sunday. And then Bible Girl hosts us at the Drag Queen merch booth for a couple hours. And then we're probably going to be exhausted at that point. But I know that I want to go see RuPaul's keynote speech, because RuPaul always closes out the weekend with a keynote speech. And then at that point, it becomes kind of like sad in the convention center, because it's everybody just breaking down. It's such a whirlwind. Literally Friday to Sunday, things can pop up. There's so much life, and then down. So yeah. And then Sunday, depending, if I go out to dinner, obviously won't be a mukbang and Kiki, but if everybody wants to go out to a party, I don't know, maybe I'll go to a party on Sunday, because I come home Monday. We'll see. Sunday night is in the air. Maybe I'll go out. Maybe not. I think I'll probably, no. I know I'm going to be tired. So Sunday night, I'll probably do another mukbang and Kiki Sunday night with you guys. And then Monday morning, I check out of the hotel. I go to LAX, fly back into Oakland, and then I'll probably just because it's easier. Come home, drop everything off, then call another Uber and go, because it's like out of the way. Go pick up Miss Hane from her doggy hotel. And yeah, that'll be the whirlwind weekend. I'm exhausted just listening. I know, I'm exhausted saying it out loud, but it'll be worth it. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be nice to see Maddie. I haven't seen him in 2 years. Last time I saw him was Thanksgiving 2019. So it'll be really nice to see him. Let's see what else is going on. Just like that, my yogurt is done. Oh, Farrell, I'm telling you, try this bacon approach. And you have to get them where you have to stop cooking them where they're like, there's a place. It's like, it's very specific. But what I noticed was I take off the heat, right? They've kind of gotten some color on both sides at that point. The side facing me, when I take the lid off, still looks a little undercooked. But when I flip them, they look perfectly cooked on that side. So that's when I'm like, oh, okay, oven off, right? You turn it off, and then you let them sit for like another just shy of a minute. Keep an eye on it. And then pull them off. Perfect. You get that crunchy, crispy feeling without it turning into like charcoal powder in your mouth. It's freaking great. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of excited to drop these off at the property management office because I love getting brownie points. And that's one of the things that I miss about, I never really liked going into the office. Like, I love working from home, and I will probably more than likely at most do a couple days in the office a week once I start going in. And at some point I'll probably go remote completely. But one of the things that I loved about working in an office is that when you bake, you take all the extras to the office and then they love you. The only problem with cooking the bacon will be trying to keep Kitty Alvin from stealing it. I get the struggle. The struggle is real with the animales. The animales be trying. They be trying their mamas and daddies. They be trying. Hey, no. She's gotten pretty good. She's still down here scoping and waiting for something. But I've been trying to get her out of that habit because not everything that falls is good for her. And I had to get her out of that habit of just lunging for it as soon as it falls because, girl, not everything's for you. Not for you. Not for you. Like this is not for you. It's too sweet. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm telling y'all, I'm speaking this into existence, manifesting it. My next partner, whatever gender expression they may be, they are going to love my baking, but they're gonna be a foodie like me, but they're gonna be a semi-active foodie so that we can stay healthy together and not like just eat ourselves to death, because I don't want that either. You know, it's real easy to meet somebody like that. They're like, oh, I like your food, let's just eat. That's great and all, but I'm trying to keep my waist somewhat in line. But I'm manifesting that my partner will appreciate my quirky ways. They will walk into my apartment and not be turned off with the fact that I'm surrounded by a bunch of dolls, which is basically what it is. But I'm totally expressing my lost childhood in my 40s because I moved around so much I didn't get to have little dolls and toys. So now I have them on my walls. But it's all an art installation, y'all. That's art. Like, right? You can't tell me that's not art. I live in a freaking museum. But some of them are dolls. You know? I mean, you know? Come on. Anywho, we're coming to the end of today's brunch, Mukbang and Kiki. Here is our last scone bite. So yummy. Mm. Mm. Too big. See? Thank you. Thank you. You see me. And like I present it nicely. I don't know. Why am I trying to sell myself on myself? Anyhow. Mm. Oh my god. That scone. That's a keeper. That recipe is a keeper. Anyhow, thank you for coming back, joining me for another Sunday brunch. If you want to get nice, and this is good, it's nice quality. If you want to get the nice insulated cups or the pillows, this is not a Mimi Cherry sweatshirt, but I have sweatshirts, hoodies. I'm also going to be adding zip up hoodies to the store, so keep an eye out for that. That's going to be a new item coming to the store. Check out the video. I'm going to be posting it as soon as I'm done here of the baking process of the scones. Let's see, what else do we have? So actually, excuse me, 15 minutes from now, Maddie will be going live with his panel. So make sure that you go over there to Maddie's channel and watch his Sunday panel. Tomorrow, I will be reviewing Drag Race España with Maddie. We have one more weekend, this weekend, before DragCon. So you'll see me again this week. I'll do some more mukbang and kikis, and maybe I'll try to do like a cook with me at some point this week. And then next Monday, we'll have another Drag Race España review. I'll try to do another brunch mukbang next Sunday. And then the weekend after that, it's DragCon. Most wonderful time of the year. Anywho, I hope you all had fun with me today. Leave me in the comments. What do you want me to cook, bake, or make? What do you want to watch me eat? Let me know. How you doing? Say hola. Say hello. Say hi. Do all the things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, with that, I'll say adios. Goodbye. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye.